Have you ever looked at the best-selling games of the year before? You'll find a lot of stuff you'll expect to see. Games with a lot of fantasy, guns, action, adventure, and great storytelling. But if you scroll down a little further, you'll find something much more interesting. And that is simulators. And you might be thinking, oh, I like The Sims, I've played The Sims before, but that's not really the type of simulator that I'm talking about. I'm talking about games like American and Euro Truck Simulator, Supermarket Simulator, TCG Card Shop Simulator, and Farming Simulator 25. Now, I've been playing games for a long time. I grew up playing everything from Freddy Fish,
Thank you for the super duper duka booka poly gizmo,
to Zelda, to StarCraft, that motorcycle game that explodes you if you drive too far off the map. World of Warcraft, Backyard Baseball, Halo, Call of Duty, Rock Band, not Grand Theft Auto because I wasn't allowed to like play games where you could like shoot cops and stuff because, you know, good Christian boy. Instead, I played Counter-Strike, which as we all know is super family friendly.
Frequent racism, rampant cheating, and gambling.
Anyway, you get the picture. I played these amazing games that let me compete against my friends, go on adventures, solve puzzles, uncover secrets, become a rock star, and destroy the other team with Pablo Sanchez. But in all my years of playing video games, I have never played a simulator. Because when there are games that let you do this, and this, I don't understand why you would ever want to do this. But look, I'm not here to dunk on simulators just because I don't understand them, so instead I decided I would give them a try and see what all the fuss is about. I'm Patrick, this is Charlie, and today we're going to be opening a virtual coffee shop. It's just eager today. I've had a dream to open a coffee shop for a long time now, and I thought a simulator might be a fun way to sort of live out that dream and maybe even learn something about running a coffee shop in the process. And in order to give myself the best shot at understanding what simulators are all about, I decided to go for the most immersive version possible. Do I look fly or do I look like a fucking dork? God, I haven't done VR in a long... Oh my god. I had a bit of a rocky start figuring out how the game worked, and I tried reading through some of the tutorials, but honestly I just got bored and decided to throw them away instead. We have an espresso machine, a very normal looking coffee maker grinder, which I don't think works. One of these drawers open. And after messing around for a little bit, I eventually figured out how to order supplies, open the shop, and get my first customer. Hi, sir. Am I invisible? Simple coffee. Okay. Guess we're not gonna talk. Breakfast blend. Oh, God. Yikes. I couldn't figure out how to get the coffee that I ordered, and the only stuff on the shelves was just for decoration, I think. How did it say to open this? I'm lost. Eventually, I found all the supplies I ordered in a mess out back. Where's my coffee? Oh, shit. Oh my god, what a mess. Get out all of these. Oh my god. Okay, don't spill. But by the time I figured it out, I had a cafe full of customers waiting for their drinks. Sorry, folks, we'll be right with you. It's gonna be a minute. Just a heads up. Yeah, get out of here, Ronaldo. I also could not tell you how to get customers to accept their drinks. The best I can tell is you just have to kind of stand on top of the table and then drop it in front of them and then hope the blue text above their head goes away. Here's your espresso. Well, if you would have grabbed it. Okay, well, the table ate it. Welcome in. What can I get for you? You are dead in the eyes. Coffee with milk? Hey, coming right up. I just learned how to make this. And there's no like feedback or anything. Half the time it doesn't even work. Does that mean you drank it? It just disappears into the... Was this embarrassing? You guys wearing the same thing. Okay, espresso. Sir? Sir? Excuse me. Excuse me.
So, needless to say, there were a lot of weird quirks with this game.
I really don't know what to do. What are these, milk? This looks like bleach. Looks like cleaner would be in this. Why did these say fragile? They're paper cups. You have incredible posture, my man. So look at this fade. Look at that fade. Ow. This is actually terrifying to look at up close. Look like Ellen DeGeneres a little bit. I was only about 30 minutes into my deep dive into simulators, and I was already dreading spending any more time playing this game. For context, I don't usually get motion sick. Like, I don't even get car sick, probably from playing Pokemon as a kid on like 16-hour road trips. But this thing ran like absolute dog shit, and it was making me feel horrible. Oh shit, don't lock me up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Jesus. Let me in, please. Don't freak out. Oh my god. I gotta close up, guys. I'm not even joking. Might throw up here, so. I'm gonna get you your espresso, and then everyone needs to get out because I got a date with the Porcelain Throne.
By the end of the first day, I was ready to end it all.
That was a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta sit down. This is making me so sick. And that's probably because it's not even a game that you can buy on the headset for some reason. I had to like buy it on my computer on the MetaQuest store and then like download it that way. Anyway, needless to say, it's probably not a bestseller.
Hi there, editing Patrick here. I was grabbing some footage for this video when I noticed that this game somehow has like 4.2 stars on the MetaQuest store, which based on my experience feels impossible. So I did some digging and I found that most of the 5-star reviews are something very basic like, this simulator game should be in the main store, thumbs up. This game feel and is very realistic. Developers done a very good job. Clapping emoji. This Aya, one of the finest game simulator on Quest. Or 5 stars game, 5 stars. While most of the other 1 and 2 star reviews call out things that I experienced like not being able to save, not being able to find menus, things disappearing onto the counters, or not being able to pick things up off the ground. Except for one review that was almost entirely negative, talking about the many issues that they had with the game, only to give it 5 stars. The good news is the developers responded to this review saying that those issues would be resolved in a future update, like 2 years ago. Okay, that's it, back to me.
I knew if I was gonna learn anything about simulators or running a coffee shop, I had to press on. So the next day I gave it another shot. Time to lock in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already getting sick. I was really hoping this would, be a little bit more interesting. I feel like I'm not upgrading my coffee equipment at all. Alright, so that just fucking didn't work. I don't get to like upgrade my coffee equipment or like hire anyone. I just have to sit here and make the same like 6 drinks over and over again. Just another day at the office. This is like a JPEG of a coffee bean. So the next upgrade is $5,000, and there's no fucking way that I can even remotely get close to that without vomiting. And it was about 40 minutes into my second time playing that I realized this was not going to work. I was making no progress on my cafe and my stomach just could not take it. Okay, that's about all my stomach can handle of this game, I think. We made a total of $80, so I'm gonna call that a complete and utter failure. So I decided to switch to a non-VR barista simulator instead.
The next day.
Today we're gonna be trying another barista / coffee shop simulator. Unfortunately, the last one was a little too accurate to my experience, which is a lot of time and a lot of energy for not a lot of money. So buy all of the equipment, expand your shop. See, this is what I was looking for, and unfortunately the VR one, it stinks. We unfortunately have a bit of a shed for our... Oh, we live in the shed. Hey, we own our own home. It's more than I can say.
So I started my second coffee shop simulator, and it was very similar to the start of the first one. I had to clean the floors, order supplies, and then open the shop to get my first customer.
Come on in. We have free Wi-Fi apparently. Whoa, hello. Walking like a maniac.
Now look, this game is beyond tedious. You literally hold buttons to pour coffee, milk, and espresso from one thing to the next.
Oh my god. We're using a hand grinder for this?
Truly, it was painful for the first several hours.
Dude, these coffee games are horrible.
For example, this is how long it takes to make one very simple shot of espresso. You have to grab a bag of coffee, pour it into the grinder, put down the bag of coffee, pick up the grinder, spam E on the keyboard to grind the coffee, pour the coffee into the portafilter, put down the grinder, pick up the portafilter, attach the portafilter to the espresso machine, press the power button on the espresso machine, pick up a paper cup, wait for the shot to pull, write the customer's name on it, set it on the counter, pick up the shot glass, pour the espresso into the paper cup, put the shot glass back, pick up the paper cup, put it on the tray, ring the bell, then finally pick up the portafilter, use the knockbox, set down the portafilter, and repeat. And if that sounds like too much effort to make a virtual latte, just know that I spent 15 hours playing this game.
Whoever made this has never had fun in their whole life. But eventually, I started to get in a little bit of a flow. I was making new drinks, I was buying more equipment to make the coffee shop run faster and more efficiently. I started hiring new staff, unlocking new floors in my coffee shop, and ultimately watching my profits go up. I'd been playing on and off again for a couple of weeks, and I was never really itching to get back and play more, but whenever I did pick it up, I really noticed the time just kind of melt away. I stayed up playing until like 1 in the morning one night because I genuinely didn't realize how late it had gotten. And now it's been about a month of me running this virtual coffee shop, so I figured it was time to give you a little virtual tour. All right, so this is my coffee shop from the outside here. Barista Coffee is what it's called. Don't know how to change that. We've got some security on the outside of the building here, you know, catch any people trying to start fights. We got a big parking lot now, so that's exciting. All right, so this is the shop here. We've got some wall-mounted tables here, a little speaker. It looks tiny, but I think that's like one of the bigger ones you can get. And then this is our menu. We've got a couple posted up here. We've got some baristas, pro barista here. She's working hard. We haven't opened yet, but you know, they've just been patiently waiting all night. We have a pro cleaner as well. Some toilets, no sink, so a lot of people had dirty hands, unfortunately. We've got some extra storage back here as well. We also have a pastry fridge here that's empty. I haven't restocked it, so we've got Wi-Fi, check it out. We've got another pro barista here. We've got a few espresso machines, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, because why not, you know? And special grinder here. Yeah, whoever closed last night didn't do a great job. They left a bunch of stuff out. Obviously, this milk is gonna freaking spoil. No one put it in the fridge. Side note, we don't even have fridges. I don't know why. Some more storage in here. Got some like fancy, these like Edison bulbs that you have in every coffee shop in like a small town. This is just, honestly, this is giving coffee shop in a small town. All right, let's go take a look upstairs. So I tried to make this like a bit of a lounge area. We've got some couches. This, funny enough, this is a light that just goes straight through the floor and appears, I'll show you, down here. Just straight through the floor. That's the light. It looks sort of like a stripper pole. We have a lot of balconies, like a crazy amount of balconies. I didn't know what to put out here, so they're just they're empty. But you know, you need some fresh, what looks like Mountain West air. Come on out here and enjoy. Lastly, on our roof, this is sort of meant to be like a big party area, disco area. We've got like these standing tables, you know, have some drinks, party it up. We've got a bunch of music players here. Just, yeah, good time. We could have a band maybe playing out here. So yeah, this is my shop. Pretty much unlocked everything at this point. We've got like most of the fancy stuff. We've upgraded everything we can. We've got a bodyguard outside. Let's see, what else? Staff, we're hiring the best people. They're expensive, but you know what? They do a great job. We've got all the skills unlocked, and yeah, so this is pretty much as cool as it's going to get, unless I wanted to spend a lot more time and buy a lot more speakers for the stripper and party area upstairs. So yeah, that's pretty much my cafe, my little coffee shop here, and I don't think I ever need to return to it ever again. So after spending about a month with this barista simulator, I really do feel like I have a better grasp on why simulator games are so popular. And while I don't feel like simulators are really for me, I definitely understand the appeal. At first glance, these simulator games might not really feel like games at all because they revolve around everyday things like driving a truck, running a supermarket, harvesting crops, or selling expensive cardboard. Because as mundane as these things might feel, they're still unachievable for a lot of people. Whether it's lacking the money, time, and resources to run our own farm, card shop, supermarket, or coffee shop, or just missing the call of the open road, these games offer us a version of work where our time and effort lead to real improvements and progress. And honestly, I wish running a business was actually like this. I wish I could just start by having my own coffee shop. I wish I could purchase an upgrade that would bring in more customers. Because I can tell you it's way easier to play Barista Simulator and run a coffee shop than to try and open your own. I would know, I've been trying to open a coffee shop for like 3 years now. But I will say, if you ever have a bad day, I highly recommend reading some of the reviews on some of these simulator games. Really heartwarming stuff.
Okay, just to highlight some of these reviews real quick, there's tons of stories about how these games have helped people pass their driving exam, or people who work at a supermarket and love it so much that they come home and play this game about the real life job they do. But mostly it's these reviews from people who used to do this thing, but they can't for some reason or another. Either they're too old or their body doesn't work in the way that it used to. And so now they play this game and can live and do the thing that they love to do. And I just think that's so cool. And I think video games are so cool. Anyway, go check out these reviews. I think they're very worth your time to read. So anyway, back to me.
All right, I think that's pretty much it for me. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting me and letting me do something I love by buying coffee from me each month. And with that, I think I'll see you next time.